Long before the rise of the Aztec Empire, long before Spanish ships touched the shores of the Americas, there stood a vast and magnificent city in the Valley of Mexico, Teotihuacan. Its name meant the place where the gods were born. And at the heart of this sacred city rose one of the largest pyramids ever built in the ancient world, the mighty Pyramid of the Sun. Around 100 BCE, small villages scattered across central Mexico faced hardship. Volcanic eruptions had destroyed farmlands. Trade routes shifted. Many people migrated in search of stability. These wandering families slowly gathered in the fertile valley northeast of modern-day Mexico City. There, something extraordinary began. Instead of separate tribes competing for survival, the people chose unity. Farmers, artisans, traders, astronomers, and spiritual leaders came together to build a new city, not for one king, but for shared purpose. They called it Teotihuacan. It would grow to become one of the largest cities in the world at the time, with over 100,000 inhabitants. But the people wanted something greater, something that connected heaven and earth. The builders of Teotihuacan believed the universe had layers. The earth was the middle world. Above were celestial realms of gods and stars. Below lay sacred underworlds connected through caves. When planning the city, they aligned it carefully with the movements of the sun. The main avenue, known today as the Avenue of the Dead, was set at a precise angle to match astronomical events. At the center of this grand design, construction began on a colossal pyramid around 100 CE. Stone by stone, layer by layer, thousands of workers shaped what would become the Pyramid of the Sun. Unlike Egyptian pyramids built as tombs, this pyramid was likely built as a ceremonial and religious center. Beneath it, builders discovered a natural cave, believed to symbolize the birthplace of gods. To the people, this was no coincidence. The pyramid was not just architecture. It was a sacred mountain. The structure rose over 200 feet high and stretched more than 700 feet at its base. At the time, it was among the largest structures on Earth. Workers used volcanic rock, limestone, mud mortar, and rubble fill. They had no metal tools, no wheels for transport, and no draft animals. Everything was carried by human strength and coordination. But they were organized. Teams transported stones from nearby quarries. Engineers shaped terraces and stepped layers. Plaster coated the surface, and it was once painted in bright reds and ochres. It gleamed under the Mexican sun. From its summit, priests and astronomers observed the horizon. During certain days of the year, especially around solar events, the pyramid aligned perfectly with the sun's path, reinforcing its spiritual meaning. Teotihuacan flourished between 100 and 550 CE. The Pyramid of the Sun stood beside the smaller but equally impressive Pyramid of the Moon, forming a sacred axis within the city. Markets bustled. Murals decorated walls. Trade routes extended as far as Guatemala. Obsidian from the region became highly valuable. Teotihuacan became a cultural powerhouse influencing civilizations such as the Maya. But the city held mysteries. There is no clear evidence of a single ruler's tomb. No grand royal inscriptions dominate the site. Power may have been shared among elites, priests, and councils. It was a civilization built not on one king's ego, but on collective strength. Around 550 CE, something changed. Fires broke out in major buildings. Political unrest or internal conflict may have destabilized the city. Slowly, its population declined. Teotihuacan was abandoned. Centuries later, when the Aztecs discovered the massive ruins, they were astonished. They believed gods had gathered there to create the current sun and moon. That is when they gave it the name Teotihuacan. To them, the pyramids were divine. And in many ways, they still are. Today, the Pyramid of the Sun still stands tall in Mexico, weathered but majestic. Visitors climb its steps and look across the ancient city layout. archaeologists continue to study its tunnels, offerings, and astronomical precision. But beyond its stones and measurements, the pyramid tells a deeper story. It represents cooperation without modern technology. It reflects deep astronomical knowledge. It symbolizes humanity's desire to connect earth and sky. The Pyramid of the Sun is not merely a structure. It is a statement carved in stone that human beings, when united by belief and purpose, can build monuments that outlive centuries.